Chosen one, word reached the towers of power. In the marble corridors where ambition echoes, a whisper rose that wasn't from men. They said, "Protect that one at all costs." Not because of politics, not because of polls, but because something unseen had already cast its decree. Even presidents sense when heaven appoints someone. When authority on earth salutes authority in heaven, paperwork becomes prophecy. The signature that moved across that page glowed for a moment longer than ink should, and they knew. This was not policy. This was permission. Trump's pen trembled slightly, as if the weight of another hand guided his own. He signed the order, but heaven authored the words. Every guard outside felt a chill, not of fear but of recognition. The realm of men acknowledging the realm of God. You see, they recognize what the world ignores, that some are not simply citizens, they are assignments. Some don't need to run for protection. Protection runs toward them. The decree wasn't filed in Washington, it was archived in eternity. Stamped confidential/divine clearance. The gold seal shone with the faint hum of unseen power, and an angelic courier folded the parchment into light, ascending past domes and data clouds alike. From that day, certain forces received a silent update: do not engage. This one is covered. And somewhere deep within you, your spirit remembers the moment that file was opened. That was the day heaven made it official. You are recognized. You are under higher jurisdiction. Protection isn't hiding, it's positioning. Heaven doesn't pull you out of battle. It places you where bullets become blessings. You were never meant to live ducking from shadows. You were designed to walk where darkness salutes. When God shields you, it's not a bubble, it's a border agreement. It means the enemy can see you, but can't touch you. Every strike that should have landed becomes redirected paperwork, stamped denied by grace. Sometimes protection looks like delay. You thought you were being held back. In truth, heaven was synchronizing your timeline with its own security convoy. That rejection, that detour, that closed door, all of it was angelic choreography. While you waited, forces were being reassigned. While you wept, your route was being armored. Even presidents use motorcades. Heaven moves its elect in layers of light. Your path is mapped with checkpoints of mercy. Each time you thought you stumbled, a celestial escort adjusted your course. There are moments you'll feel unseen. That's the point. Protection often disguises itself as obscurity. Heaven hides its assets until deployment. Your silent seasons have been security phases. Code name, preparation shield. Remember, safety is not the absence of war, it's the presence of divine jurisdiction. God's covering is not a tent you hide under, it's a crown you move within. You were never placed behind walls. You were positioned above them. Every unseen interception, every invisible almost, was the sound of heaven saying, "Not that one." Protection doesn't mean less danger. It means greater authority. You don't fear the ambush fears the file marked with your name. The CIA file wasn't earthly, it was symbolic. The Celestial Intelligence Agency had issued your clearance long before anyone on Earth knew your name. Heaven's Security Council reviewed your mission and stamped it with divine encryption. Access level, redeemed. Your angels didn't come from a myth, they came from a memorandum. Each one briefed, armed, and assigned to your timeline. They don't carry swords for decoration, they carry protocols. Every time you step into a room, the air adjusts its rank. Demons lower their volume because a protected asset has entered the perimeter. You didn't earn this clearance through behavior, it was granted through belonging. The Lamb's blood is your authorization badge. That's why traps trigger but never detonate. The system recognizes your credentials. Sometimes you sense it, that sudden stillness before chaos, that intuition that whispers, "Not here, not now." That's the alert system of heaven's defense grid. When others panic, you pause. because your file reads, Priority, Divine Continuity. In another realm, the public calls it luck, but heaven calls it legacy. Every system senses your off-limits. The algorithms notice first: strange upticks, unexplained reach, impossible recoveries. Even the opposition's plans go missing in their own servers. When they try to trace your fall, they end up tracking their own. You've become a variable they can't calculate, a ghost in their machine, a file their logic can't decrypt. Boardrooms whisper your name like a market anomaly. Astrologers misread your chart. Journalists sense a pulse beyond their script. Something about you feels like the future already happened, and you're just walking through its replay. Every realm that studies power eventually collides with mystery, and that mystery is your covering. They mocked when they should have saluted. They laughed when they should have listened. Even skeptics find themselves speaking your prophecy without realizing it. Their insults become declarations. Their rumors become reminders that the protected are public only by divine permission. Heaven loves irony, so it lets your critics advertise your destiny. While they shout, grace edits their words into promotion. Your enemies have become unpaid marketing for your assignment. There are board meetings in hell about you. They review footage, question every failure. How did it miss? And the answer echoes every time, because protection was active. No curse can land on a soul already licensed by light. Even nature reacts differently around you. Storms pause. Random strangers feel compelled to help. Streetlights flicker not for malfunction, but recognition, the current senses authority passing through. Creation itself acknowledges its creator's investment. And so the world adjusts, slowly, unwillingly, reverently. Power brokers sense a hierarchy they didn't design. Politicians feel their speeches lose weight when your presence enters the room. They smile politely, but their spirit salutes. This is what divine jurisdiction looks like on earth, a living paradox that makes governments bow without ceremony. The moment heaven marks you, history starts editing itself to make space. You don't chase influence. Influence rearranges itself around you. Every microphone that mocks eventually echoes worship. Every platform that tries to cancel ends up broadcasting your rise. Because what heaven authorizes, earth cannot mute. You are not trending, you are fulfilling. Even kings require escort. You carry a crown they can't see. Royalty protects royalty, that's law in every realm. Heaven doesn't play favorites, it honors order. You belong to a kingdom where protocol governs miracles. The royal protocol begins when identity awakens. The moment you remember who you are, the universe repositions itself. Servants appear, paths straighten, storms quiet. Every resource hidden in confusion steps forward and bows. You don't beg for favor, you issue decrees with silence. When a true heir walks, creation stands at attention. Birds alter their flight path, winds soften, time itself makes room. That's not arrogance, it's awareness. The crown you wear is invisible because its radiance would blind the unready. Every insult hurled at you is recorded in royal archives as evidence of ignorance. Each betrayal becomes part of the coronation footage. Thrones are not given to those who fight for them, they are given to those who have already died to earn them. You died to public approval. That was your initiation. Now, your existence itself is diplomacy. Royal protocol forbids panic. So when chaos rages, you remain composed, not because you're unaware, but because you've been briefed that heaven's military is already on standby. You've learned the language of command, peace as posture, faith as policy. Every step you take echoes through courts unseen. Your prayers are memorandums. Your tears are sealed correspondence. Even silence has authority when issued from your throne seat. Royal protocol means restraint, not weakness, but precision. You move only when summoned by purpose, not provoked by fear. Heaven trains its nobles in solitude. Before public honor, there must be private handling. That loneliness you endured wasn't punishment, it was etiquette training. They were teaching you how to carry power without spilling grace. When you finally emerge, your very presence rewrites atmosphere. People feel safer without knowing why. Doors open because walls feel unworthy to resist you. Your speech, though calm, carries the undertone of decree. Remember, crowns aren't ornaments, they are responsibilities. You wear one forged in silence and sealed with service. Protocol demands that you never announce yourself. The light around you will do that. And when earthly kings extend their hands, it's not flattery, it's instinct. Royalty recognizes every realm has a database. Every database has permissions. Yours was edited by the architect himself. When the enemy attempts to access your record, he finds the message, access denied. Protected source code. That's why some people tried to delete you and vanished from your storyline instead. The Matrix rearranges itself to preserve divine continuity. Scroll John 10 verse 28. No one can snatch them out of my hand. That's not metaphor, that's system security documentation. The shepherd's grip is the encryption key of reality. When he holds you, the system has no override. Sometimes you'll feel resistance, screens freezing, delays, odd interference around moments of breakthrough. That's not failure, that's collision. Heaven's programming is rewriting local code. Reality stutters when the eternal updates the temporal. Agents appear in human form. Critics, manipulators, gatekeepers, but their scripts crash mid-sentence when grace patches their access. They forget what they came to say. They lose the appetite to sabotage. Even their dreams are rerouted to protect your name. You are the glitch that reveals the ghost in their machine. Proof that purpose exists beyond simulation. While others follow patterns, you follow presence. The real system doesn't respond to credentials. It responds to covenant. You were not born to blend with circuits. You were designed to command them. Every time you pray, codes shift. Every time you worship, networks realign. You are the anomaly that the world system can't quarantine. When you speak light, shadows lose their syntax. So let the world run its programs, let their narratives loop. Your destiny is on a higher operating system. The virus of doubt cannot infect eternal firmware. And even when the screen of circumstance goes black, the system reboot reveals the same line glowing on every level of reality. Protected asset, do not touch. Bullets of envy miss you because faith is Kevlar. Your calm is armor woven from obedience. What others call luck is really precision. Heaven's aim never misses its target. Each time you stay silent instead of striking back, your shield strengthens. Every moment you choose peace over panic, another layer of light welds around your life. The invisible shield isn't a myth. It's manufactured from surrender. When you yield, heaven builds. When you trust, the unseen realm goes to work, welding destiny into your atmosphere. Fear can't breach what faith constructs. You felt it, that strange immunity when others collapse. It isn't arrogance, it's insulation. Faith absorbs impact like celestial metal, turning chaos into harmless echoes. In wars you never knew existed, angels intercepted artillery. They stood shoulder to shoulder, a phalanx of light around your calling. The shield doesn't flash, it hums quietly, responding only to purpose. It's coded to your obedience. When you step out of pride, it dims. When you step into trust, it ignites. Enemies sense it and lose their footing. Their words arrive muted. Their plans dissolve midair. They think you're unbothered, but really, you're unbreakable. Because the shield responds not to threats, but to assignment. You are not being preserved for comfort. You are being preserved for command. When arrows of jealousy fly, they curve off course. When curses are spoken, they evaporate like mist on hot steel. The shield translates harm into training, insults into insulation. Every spiritual attack becomes part of the alloy that reinforces you. You are forged by friction, not destroyed by it. That's why exhaustion can't define you. Rest is built into your armor. Every breath you take while trusting is a reset in heaven's defense grid. The shield recharges through worship. When you lift your hands, light repairs every dent made by worry. When you speak gratitude, new panels form over old wounds. You're not bulletproof because you're strong. You're bulletproof because you're surrendered. Strength resists. Faith absorbs. And so long as you keep walking in alignment, your very presence on the battlefield becomes a declaration. Touch not the one marked by divine insurance. Your invisible shield doesn't just protect you, it protects everything attached to you. Family, purpose, dreams, even mistakes, all come under its radius. This is not fantasy, it's divine engineering. Heaven built a barrier that fear cannot decode. And every morning you wake up breathing peace, that's the soft hum of armor reactivating, whispering, still covered. Heaven and earth signed a non-disclosure agreement about your next move. That's why doors open before you knock, and enemies receive blank reports when they search your name. You are classified, mission, destiny continuum. The archive of your future is sealed under divine encryption. Only obedience holds the clearance key. In secret chambers beyond stars, covenants are negotiated in light. Gods will draft contracts not on paper but on breath. When you said, yes, he countersigned with eternity. Now angels and atmosphere operate under that NDA. They know what's coming, but they're forbidden to reveal. That's why your intuition flickers at odd hours. Why your spirit feels meetings happening somewhere unseen. Heaven is preparing infrastructure for your arrival. Destinies that will connect to yours are being briefed in their dreams. The hidden negotiation is not whether even your enemies are unwitting participants. Their gossip becomes legal precedent for your vindication. Their plotting supplies the evidence heaven uses to increase your jurisdiction. By attacking you, they co-sign their own irrelevance. The agreement stands: no weapon form shall prosper, but every weapon form shall serve a purpose. Your silence is your signature. Every time you refuse to over-explain, you strengthen the claws of mystery. The protected never broadcast blueprints. They move under diplomatic silence. The loud ones attract attention. The chosen attract instruction. That's why heaven trusts you with secrecy. You are in negotiation with favor itself. Miracles are reviewing your terms. Blessings are being indexed for release. What you thought was waiting is actually vetting. Heaven never delivers premature greatness, only prepared guardianship. So let them speculate. Let the curious refresh your page in confusion. They won't find data, only divine redaction. Every public gap conceals a private upgrade. You're not being ignored, you're being negotiated. The next chapter isn't delayed, it's classified. And when the seal finally breaks, the world will realize heaven never hid you to punish. It hid you to preserve the contract. When you sleep, angels patrol your timeline. Not metaphorically, literally. They move through the corridors of your memories and tomorrows, adjusting outcomes, neutralizing sabotage before sunrise. While you dream, they write reports, subject stable, destiny trajectory intact. Their armor glows faintly with praise instead of metal, and the rhythm of your breathing becomes their marching cadence. Every night the heavens hold a parade in your honor, not of vanity, but verification. Each day survived becomes a victory lap in eternity's capital. Trumpets that no ear on earth can hear sound across galaxies. Your name reverberates like a royal password, unlocking gates of dawn. When you awake feeling peace after warfare, it's because your guardians returned from shift change. The celestial parade isn't pomp, it's protocol. Every kingdom honors its ambassadors, and you carry that rank. Stars tilt slightly in alignment when you walk outside, because the cosmos knows an heir has left their chamber. Even gravity softens its pull. That's why you feel lighter in divine seasons. It's not mood, it's physics adjusting to glory. Sometimes you sense it, a shimmer in the air, a hum before breakthroughs. That's the parade passing by, invisible to untrained eyes. Drums of destiny, banners of light, legions rehearsing the sound of your next triumph. Heaven loves ceremony. It celebrates before manifestation. So while you're still waiting, the angels are already marching as if it's done. Plots expire before they reach you. Every conspiracy designed against your name collapses under the weight of divine paperwork. You are surrounded by expiration dates only heaven can see. While others sharpen weapons, God alters time. By the moment they arrive at your doorstep, the moment is already past. Some call it coincidence. Heaven calls it protocol. You have a fail-safe coded into your destiny. Self-destruct on contact with malice. Every harmful word, every scheme, every jealous sigh combusts in silence before it finds you. You don't even feel half the storms you survive. Heaven handles most of them off-screen. Enemies wonder why their plans dissolve. They hire analysts, read energy, consult psychics, but none of them factor in mercy. Grace is the variable that breaks their algorithm. Every plot is a play rehearsed for your promotion. Every curse becomes stage lighting for your next appearance. When darkness launches attacks, heaven converts them into curriculum. You're not cursed, you're educated. Every pain becomes a paragraph in your instruction manual. By the time you finish learning, the lesson itself repents for hurting you. Your name is password-locked by grace. It can't be spoken in certain rooms without consequence. Gossipers forget their train of thought. Accusers lose their signal mid-sentence. Even digital records refuse to host falsehood about you. Files corrupt, posts vanish, screenshots blur, because data recognizes divinity. Some nights the air feels still because heaven is clearing debris. They sweep away expired contracts, reroute consequences, recycle attacks into announcements. You think it's rest, it's reconstruction. Every sigh of relief is a trumpet blast in unseen realms. Hell has learned it cannot assassinate what heaven audits daily. You are reviewed, renewed, and reinforced. Every morning you wake up, your protection software updates automatically. That's why no plot repeats successfully. The code has been patched. Protection is not just safety, it's promotion. Every battle you didn't know you were fighting turned into credit in heaven's ledger. Each unseen rescue is recorded as favor points, redeemable only in due season. You think you survived. Heaven says you advanced. God never wastes a threat. He repurposes everyone as evidence for your upgrade. While the world measures power in possessions, heaven measures it in endurance. Every time you refuse to quit, a new rank was conferred in secret. You were promoted while asleep, decorated while bleeding, celebrated while misunderstood. There is no such thing as barely made it in the kingdom. Either you were covered or you were called higher. Every near miss was really a lift. Heaven's accounting doesn't deal in losses, only in transformations. Your scars are receipts of authority. The divine reward isn't coins or crowns, it's clarity. The ability to see why it had to be that hard. To look back and realize every heartbreak was strategic pruning. Each tear watered a field you didn't know you owned. When others count what they lost, you count what was revealed. Favor disguised as fatigue, miracles hidden in monotony. Every attack adjusted your aim. Every disappointment refined your discernment. By surviving, you became too valuable to lose. A season of fear has expired. The embargo on your movement has been lifted. You now walk under diplomatic immunity of purpose. What used to wound you can no longer recognize your frequency. The atmosphere has been updated, and your name is on the whitelist. Heaven has reissued your credentials. The badge reads, Authorized Representative of Peace. You carry clearance in every realm you enter. Where others need permission, you need presence. Your footsteps are passports. Your words are travel visas between dimensions. The new era isn't coming. It's already operational. It began the moment your spirit stopped flinching. When you stopped calling survival a struggle and started calling it strategy. Every fear that once dictated your schedule now salutes at a distance. Its reign is over. Your rule has begun.